Hi, welcome to the show. And we've got a great one for you today. Love is coming to McMinnville in a whole new way. So stay tuned to find out what that's about. And here to tell us about it is Jessica Binkerd. Thanks for being here with us. The founder of
McMinnville Love Locks.
McMinnville Love Locks. How did this get started? Where did this get born? In your mind, right?
In my mind, basically, yes.
How did it happen?
My brother-in-law traveled to Germany last summer, and he posted all of his pictures on Facebook, and I saw them there and was inspired to find a place here to put the love locks. After doing some research, I found out that in Portland, people are placing the locks on the bridges, but the city of Portland is cutting them off. So that's how it was born. My idea was, let's give everyone a place to put the locks where they're not going to be cut off.
So in Germany, in Paris, in Portland, people have this way to express their love. They put a lock on some public place that symbolizes their love for their partner or
sweetheart, pet, in memory of, all of those things.
And then take the key and throw it in the river if there's one nearby.
That's what they've done in Paris and other places, but it's not very green to throw it in the river.
Okay.
So we came up with the idea of a key collection station. So right at the end of the structure, there is a heart where you can place your key into the heart. It is then collected and will become future art. When we presented to McMinnville Public Art Committee, part of it was that we would have other structures that go along with McMinnville Love Locks, such as key art that directs you to where the actual location is.
Okay, so you're going to provide a place for people to put their locks as a symbol of their love in McMinnville.
That's right.
And there will be advertisements around town on how to find that place for tourists or people that have now heard about this. They've come to McMinnville to see the love locks.
That's right.
And okay, well, this sounds like great. Well, you've been working on this for a while.
We have. We've been working on it since last summer when I came up with the idea, but I wrote the very first words on September 16th and presented the actual prototype to McMinnville Public Art Committee on October 27th. I started getting things together, such as products, to start selling them, started selling them in December, and then here we are getting ready for the launch party.
Now, it's benefit. It benefits who? How?
It benefits Grad Night. and the way that it does that, there's two different ways that it benefits Grad Night. So the first one is a percentage of the sales of the items that are being sold by McMinnville Love Locks goes into the Grad Night Fund. The other way is holding a fundraising event every February 14th from noon to 8, where the Grad Night Committee is selling hot chocolate, coffee, and donuts, and all of the proceeds go to that class. So this is the class of 2017, and they're the ones who will benefit.
February 14th, that's coming up.
That's right.
So
right around the corner.
how do we prepare for that? We show up when again? February 14th?
So February 14th from noon to 8, you show up and you support Grad Night by buying coffee, hot chocolate, or donuts, and then you can support McMinnville Love Locks, which is supporting Grad Night, by purchasing a lock, a t-shirt, student-made items, everything that's for sale there.
Student-made items.
Yes.
And you brought some with you today.
I
What do we
did.
have?
So the welding and shop kids at McMinnville High School helped me build these, and then some other students worked with me at Jack Potter building these, glazing these mugs, and then these bracelets were made by students with the help of Jana Hess. And those are 3 items that are being made by students, but my goal is to make many more. The more items that are made by students that then give back to Grad Night, then they're really invested in it, and it really is for them.
And tell us about what's on the table here, these large locks. What's going on?
So these locks are locks that were handmade by my husband, Ray Binkerd.
So
he's the one that...
He's an artist. These are beautiful.
He wants to be known as a welder and a fabricator, which is definitely his trade. But they are art. And I was able to convince him to build the art structure, first of all, to build the prototype, to take it in front of McMinnville Public Art, and present that so that we could then build the actual structure that's 6 feet by 8 feet. So it's quite a large structure. These are some of the locks that we thought might go on top of that structure, but in the end, we just used a couple of them. And so these are left over. I brought them today because they are definitely a piece of art.
Now, you've talked about the prototype and the structure, and you brought some pictures with you. Let's see if we can bring those up, Paul. The first picture. Now, your husband, you came to him and said, honey, I've got this idea. I want you to build it. And did he say, yeah, sure? He said, what? Or how did it go?
He definitely said, what? Have you lost your mind?
Okay.
And I said, no, I saw this art structure and it looks so great and it holds all these locks. And can we just build it? And he said, well, okay, I guess we can. So this is what we started with. This is the prototype. Our first idea was to lock onto the letters. And after presenting that to the McMinnville Public Art Committee, we decided that that probably wasn't the best idea because of the locks being on the letters. This is a picture of my son, Owen. He's working on cutting out the O for the actual art structure that's in the grain station.
So your son and your husband are both metal workers?
Yes, and my second son too.
Okay,
so I have
it's a family affair.
It's a family affair, definitely. So there it is, getting put together right in our driveway. So this is a homemade project. We made this in our garage, put it together in our driveway.
So the prototype wasn't going to be right, and so this is how you built the...
We actually built the structure with the letters being about 6 inches deep. Because after building the prototype, we realized that putting the locks on the letters were not going to be the best idea. You wouldn't be able to read the letters in the end.
Okay, so I don't see any place to lock locks yet.
Not yet.
How did it turn out? Okay.
There we go.
So I see there's a metal grid work. Lots of room to lock locks on there.
That's right.
And where are you? This is in the ground.
This is in the ground. This is at the grain station here in McMinnville.
And on February 14th...
February 14th from noon to 8 p.m. we're holding the fundraiser for Grad Night, where the committee will be selling the hot chocolate, coffee, and donuts. So come down and support our Grad Night committee for the class of 2017. And then I will also be selling items, McMinnville Love Lock items, and a percent of the sales will then go to the class of 2017. In the following years, it will go to each graduating class.
All right. Now, you've had some help doing this.
Just from my husband.
And some sponsors?
And some sponsors, that's right. I have had some sponsors.
You showed me quite a list.
Oh, I did show you quite a list, that's right. So I have a list of proud local supporters. These are all people who have worked with me to make this project possible. And that is...
Yeah, go for it.
The Grain Station Brewworks Restaurant, Flag and Wire Coffee, the Granary District, Oregon Stationers, A&E Security and Home Electronics, Jack Potter, Judy's Jewels and Collectibles with jewelry designer Jana Hess, Graphic Inc., Wellness to Go Vending, Pet Stop Inn, Trask Mountain Lock and Key, K&T Machining and Plasma Art, Jerry Sodorf Photography, Real Deals on Home Decor and RD Boutique, Parlor Web, the U.S. Army Recruiting Station, McMinnville High School, Copycats, Venom Ferris, Suite 4, Timmerick and McNichol Jewelers, Macy and Son Funeral Directors, First Federal Savings and Loan, Local Matters with you, The World is My Oyster Jewelry, McMinnville Chamber of Commerce, and also McMinnville High School Grad Night Committee.
Wow, you have been busy.
I have been busy.
And from what I can tell, most of the town knows about this, and people that are watching maybe already, most of them already know about it. You have done a great job at promoting this and getting out the publicity, and I hope that it's a giant success. Now, February 14th, 10 o'clock, come down. Now, if you're busy on the 14th, you're out of town.
That's right.
There'll be an opportunity to
continue to do
put a lock on at any time that you come down. Now, where will you be if I want, I just don't go up to the structure. Yeah, I need to contact you. Where are you?
Well, leading up to February 14th, starting on the 9th, I'm going to be there at the grain station in the little hut that's out front. It has lights and different things that I'll be able to have my products there. You can buy a lock right there on site. So February 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, I'll be there selling things. Otherwise, you can find things at Judy's Jewels and Collectibles or Oregon Stationers. And also, if you go to Oregon Stationers, the prototype is there in the window.
All right. Now, is one of your kids a grad?
Yes. My son, Alan, is going to graduate.
Okay, so you're supporting his class.
Supporting his class, but also supporting all the coming classes because, you know, really as the the classes grow. There's more and more students every single year. As the classes grow, it's harder for the grad night committee to raise enough money to provide this fun, safe, all-night party, which they should be celebrating. They've graduated from high school, and it's such a great thing. So we all want to support them, and doing the car washes and other things just aren't profitable enough right now. So that's really how I came up with the idea to tie this in. You know, doing car washes, it's manual labor. It's tough to do that. And being able to sell something that students have made, they're invested in it, the community is invested in it, and it's good for everyone.
Now, Jessica, I'm thinking that thing might get covered with lock. I just think this is going to put McMinnville on the map in a whole nother way. People are going to be coming from all over to do this. Do you have plans for another structure?
We do have plans for another structure. So when we presented our idea to McMinnville Public Art Committee, we presented them with the actual structure, then also benches that say LOVE and could hold locks, maybe a tree and other items that would go along with it, an arbor.
A tree, a metal tree.
A metal tree.
Okay.
Yeah, a metal tree that holds them.
Well, you know, I was a parent on my grad night committee for when my daughter was a senior, and we like, how are we gonna raise the money? So you raised your hand and said, "I have an idea."
I did, and I still think they're kind of saying what?
Yeah.
A lot like everyone else. I think once the structure is up now, and once the fundraiser is the kickoff on February 14th from noon to 8 p.m. at the grain station, I think people will really get the idea.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a T-shirt here.
Yes, I would like to present you with this McMinnville Love Locks T-shirt right there on the front, and then of course on the back, McMinnville, Oregon.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Well, it's been great to have you, and this is a truly unique. I think, like I said, this is going to make McMinnville even more famous. Thank you so much. What a great idea.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much.